yo, so my drawing tablet's not working. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a speed run of hashtag awkward stories. Okay, number one, the scab story. So awkward moment number one. Have you ever been talking to someone and then they just fucking roll up their sleeve and they're like, just this nasty scab, like they probably fell over and you're like, oh, that looks like it hurts, but then suddenly they start fucking like picking at it in the middle of a conversation and you're just like, okay. Cause that happened to me once and I was like, okay, bitch, what the fuck was that? It was so weird. So don't do that. That's awkward moment number one. Don't, lesson learned, don't pick your scab in front of people, especially in the middle of a conversation. It's kind of gross, to be honest. You know, that's why there's like a thing called a shower where you go and pick it, I guess. I don't know. I don't pick at my scabs. Anyway, awkward story number two is one that actually is a story, I guess. So basically, I was sitting there in 6th grade. I was like just a fucking like 12-year-old just fucking chilling there, like, alright, English class, second period, you know, setting the scene. I feel I have one last baby tooth hanging from my jaw from like a thread, and I'm sitting there like, man, I really want to pull this thing out. It's like starting to annoy me. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a big kid. I'm gonna do this right now. So I go to the bathroom in this English class, and I'm like, bye. So I go to the bathroom, and I just like yank it out. I showed no mercy to that tooth. I was like, get out of here. Yeah. And so, you know, after you pull the tooth, you start bleeding all over your mouth. And so I was in the sink and I was spitting blood in the sink after pulling out my last baby tooth when I was 12 in 6th grade in the middle of a second period during English class. And then this girl walks in. Her name, she has the same name as me. And she was like at the school that I don't go to anymore. She was like one of the popular girls or some shit. You know, she thought she was the shit. She looked so concerned. She looked over and just saw me spitting blood into the middle school bathroom sink where there's like curse words and phallic things drawn over the walls. And she just like looks at me and just turns around and leaves the bathroom. Anyway, awkward story number 3, last one. This one happened last year before quarantine. So, another English class story. How fun. So, I was sitting there in English class, and I was in a group for a group project. I don't remember the details. We had computers out to work on it, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if this English teacher has graded my homework yet. I better check. So I click on, you know, the lovely website where they post my grades and check. And I'm like, he hasn't checked it. He hasn't graded it. How annoying. And I don't remember all the details, but I guess I kind of started ranting a little bit and not doing my work. And then my group members just like look up and I'm like, what? And they're like, Jesse, stop talking. And I turn around and the English teacher is like, hi. It was like a horror movie, dude. I turned around and I was like, holy shit. So that happened, and then I embarrassed myself in the front of the English teacher, and I was like, oh shit. So that was awkward. I went back to my work. So those are my 3 awkward stories, because I have nothing to do, because I'm on a new laptop, and my drawing tablet isn't working, so I'm probably just going to use Fire Alpaca for this, and Windows Movie Maker, and draw it with my tiny ass drawing tablet that's like the size of my hand. It was my first one, so yeah, cool. Thanks for listening. Quarantine hell.